Hey, what's up, Jeep fam? Whether you're brand new to the Jeep world or you're already logged series trail time, today's class is going to blow your mind. Because what if I told you not all Jeeps are created the same? In fact, there's one Jeep that stands out from the rest. It's not just a trim package, it's not just a badge, it's a battle-tested, factory-built off-road beast, and it's called the Wrangler Rubicon. And by the end of this class, you'll know exactly what makes a Rubicon completely different from a Sport or Sahara, how Jeep secretly loads this thing up with hardcore trail gear without you ever needing to install a lift kit, why a Rubicon, and I'm going to give you an exclusive invite to our in-person 2-day Rubicon Trail training event.
Sisterhood at the wheel, dreams on the run, living life with passion under the wide open sun.
But more on that later. Let's dive in. Why I care about the Rubicon. So real quick, why should you listen to me? Well, I've been teaching Jeep owners for years. I've guided people through their first trail, their first recovery, even their first trail ride. And the one thing I've seen over and over, Rubicon owners who bought the right rig but never unlocked the full experience. Years ago, I bought my first Rubicon. I quickly learned there's a difference between owning a Rubicon and driving it the way it was born to be driven. And that's what we're doing today. I'm going to explain how to unlock it. Most people think all Wranglers are the same. Throw some mud tires on it and call it a day. But the Rubicon has hidden superpowers that other Jeeps don't. These are what make the Rubicon different from the other models and make the Rubicon the beast that it is. So this is what is going to be different on the Rubicon specifically over other models. What makes it different than the Sport and the Sahara? So let's dive right in. The Dana 44 heavy duty axles come front and rear stock. The 410 gear ratio in the Recon package is now available. You can get the 456 or the 488, and do remember some JKU models came with a 373. So know your personal Rubicon to ensure you have the right understanding. But you're getting that deeper gear ratio for ultimate crawl. Electronic lockers, you push a button and bam, max traction. Sway bar disconnect, want flex? You got flex without grabbing tools and getting under the Jeep. Rock rails, or Ruby rails as we call them, already installed. True low range transfer case, that 4-to-1. Do remember the 392 Rubicon is different and equipped differently, but that true low-range 4-to-1 transfer case is your cheat code for crawling. And here's the wildest part. Most Jeep owners don't even know how and when to use all of this amazing stuff. The Rubicon was designed for the Rubicon Trail, literally. Jeep didn't name the Rubicon after the trail by accident. They built it to conquer it. Let me paint a picture. The Rubicon Trail in Northern California is over 20 miles of brutal granite, boulders, off-camber climbs, water crossings, and traction-eating terrain. And before Jeep slaps a Rubicon badge on your hood, they test those rigs on that very trail. So when you buy a Rubicon, you're getting a rig that's been engineered for the same rocks, but just because the rig can do it, doesn't mean you know how to drive it there. Not yet, anyway. Our next secret today is you don't need to modify it, you need to master it. This is the biggest mistake I see new Rubicon owners make. They think I need bigger tires, long arm kits, a $3,000 winch bumper, etc. But here's the truth. You don't need to modify your Rubicon, you need to understand it. Because out of the box, this thing is a beast. What if, instead of spending thousands on mods, you learn to use the lockers right? Mastered throttle control. Use your gearing like a pro. Trusted your sliders. And tackled technical terrain with confidence. That's what our upcoming Rubicon-specific 2-day event is all about. And if you want to go from Rubicon owner to Rubicon driver, this is your next step. Now imagine this. You join us for 2 full days on site with step-by-step Rubicon coaching. You bring your Jeep, and together we learn how to engage and disengage lockers like a trail boss, Get hands-on instruction driving over rocks, ledges, and obstacles. Practice live driving exercises to feel the true Rubicon crawl and understand when and how to engage your beast mode. Decode the Rubicon's computer systems and settings. Finally, understand how your Jeep thinks when you are wheeling. And you leave with a level of confidence that most Jeep owners never reach. You don't just own a Rubicon, you've earned it. So here's what to do next. Go register for the Rubicon-specific 2-day trail training event. We're capping attendance so every Jeep gets real attention. This is hands-on, in-person, life-changing trail experience, and it only happens a few times a year. Click the button below, get your name on the list, bring your Rubicon, I'll bring the training. Let's conquer this thing together.
We're the Ladyjeepers, living a life and free, climbing every mountain, forging destiny. Sisterhood at the wheel, dreams on the run, living life with passion under the wide open sun.